At a meeting on the development of production, our plant management decided to modernize production, to optimize the operation of equipment. We are engaged in production of pharmaceuticals in Smolensk, and we have been on the pharmaceuticals market for more than 20 years. We have various equipment for production of medicines, from granulator up to automatic line for self-adhesive labels sticking. At the meeting, the leading production manager suggested upgrading the mill for grinding raw materials. To produce pharmaceutical products, it is necessary for the equipment used to comply with international GMP requirements. I have been working at the plant for 5 years as a leading production technologist. I was instructed by my superiors to find and purchase a mill that is used to grind various substances, and to purchase spare parts for the mill, so that in case of breakage or abrasion of the blades, we would be able to see the parts ourselves. I began my search, having clarified the necessary parameters with the head of production in advance. He suggested choosing a compact and modern mill, with a capacity of 20 kilograms per hour. The production manager advised me to contact equipment manufacturers first. They provide warranty service, drawings, operation manuals, installation of produced equipment. I followed his advice. I chose one company on the internet that produces pharmaceutical equipment in Italy. I visited their website and wrote a letter, in which I indicated the desired parameters of the mill. I did not indicate a specific device. I wanted to see what they could offer me. A week later, I received an answer that they did not have an industrial mill, only a laboratory one. However, they can develop and produce it, if requested by the end of the year. That was a long time for us, so I decided to try to look for a machine from other manufacturers. I found a company on the internet from Saratov, which produces analytical mills. I called them and asked if they could deliver the mill and its spare parts. They replied that they have such a machine. The manager asked for my phone number and said she would call back in the evening, when she checked with her company engineer about the characteristics of the machine. However, she did not call in the evening. I contacted them the next day. The manager said that she had sent a request to the engineering department, and that she would get back to me when she had an answer. This seemed strange to me. When do I wait for an answer? How long to wait for an answer? Not a business-like approach to the customer. After a series of failures, I gave up on finding the mill on my own. Then I remembered that at the Forum of Producers of Equipment for the Pharmaceutical Industry in Moscow, I met a specialist who was engaged in the selection and supply of equipment for production of medicines. I found his business card, and before contacting him I decided to check whether he really engaged in the supply of equipment for the pharmaceutical industry. In order to do this, I found his website and thoroughly studied the information on it. I liked that the website was up to date, with video clips of the equipment and lots of contacts for communication. I also noticed that the website had been around since 2003. The company had been on the equipment supply market for a long time, and that is a good reason to say that it was successful. I called the manager. He said he remembered me and was happy to hear from me again. I told him I was looking for a compact mill with simple controls. He also suggested several parts options for this mill, and sent a video so I could review the parts options presented for the mill myself. I agreed to review it. I liked the suggested equipment option and agreed with management. A week later we signed a contract for the supply of a raw mill and spare blades for that equipment. A month after signing the contract, the manager called me and told me that the machine and its spare parts were ready, and in a week he would deliver it. The mill was delivered according to the contract, in a month after signing the contract. The equipment and parts are made of quality stainless steel. The manager sent us a technical installation passport and instructions for use so that we could replace the blades of the mill ourselves in case of technical wear. The production manager and I, including myself, were satisfied with the offered variant of the mill. I realized that I had chosen the right person to supply me with the equipment. Real professionals pay attention to details, and I was lucky to find such a person when choosing the equipment.